Hey everyone, hi, I'm Dr. John, hi there. This is Rachel, and Rachel has been so kind to volunteer herself today because, well, so kind because she's also having problems. She's in pain, she's not feeling great. And so today's case study is going to be about what's happening with her. And I have adjusted her a couple of times in the past, it's a while ago, for different types of conditions. And this is the first time that you're having an adjustment with me in a while, right? So just to recap some of the things that you had talked about with me, you have some pain that's happening for you in your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you feel it in the front of your shoulder and into your chest muscle. And just for you audience members out there just watching along, she does like body pump classes and she teaches yoga at Fire Shaper. And yeah, so she's always active and on the move. I need to have office work. Do you do office work as well? A lot of computer work. Yeah. And then shortly after you have had this pain, which has been there for a while, then what else happened? You had hip pain.
Yeah, really, really tight hip flexors.
Yeah, in your inguinal, so front of the pelvis. And does that create back pain as well?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so you're having back pain. And is it low back pain or is it a little
I was
higher up?
having lower back pain.
Yeah, is it still now?
No, it
Yeah.
seems to be.
What's the thing that you said today? You had something that you like woke up today and you're like, oh, this is
The
really,
shoulder
is the
again.
shoulders really bothering you?
Yeah.
Is it giving you headaches or migraines or anything like that? No. And is there anything, any other time during the day that's it's worse? Is it worse early or is it worse later?
It was worse this morning when I woke up. I've talked this morning, so I think I've kind of like loosened it up a little bit,
Yeah.
so it feels better than it did this morning.
Yeah, it's okay. And any tingling or numbness in your fingers or anything funny like that? No. Okay, cool. So we'll just get into the session and we'll start moving along.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, so lay on your tummy face down. Let's get this ball out of the way. Good, just settle in. Yeah, awesome. Take a deep breath in, big breath. Good, just decompress through your body. Exhale. Good, settle in. Yeah, tension up through your upper part of your back, but that's okay. We're going to get through all that stuff. You are holding quite a bit of tension, aren't you? Okay, so we're just checking some of the tone and her general structure, just looking at generally what your spine is doing. You've got a spinal like curvature that's just happening, and it's not a scoliosis, but you've dominant amount of tension here in the right side of your body. You can see that there's a lot of strength and power and energy, a lot of electrical potential going through the muscle tissue here, so it's quite contracted and you're holding through the right chest. Relax your jaw for me for a second. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Good. So we're just going to connect in with the jaw just so that we're taking some of the way that the tension is affecting your, emotional state, and we'll just kind of like bring that down and out a little. Because relaxation is not just about the muscle relaxation. We just need to relax how we react to situations. Turn your head to the right side. Yeah, okay, go left side now, please. So we're just checking as I feel what's happening through your legs as you turn your head face down straight. I'm also observing your body change. So it's a great perspective to have from bottom to top, and not much was changing while you were moving your head. And from this perspective, we can see, like if we looked in this from this way, we can see that the pelvis is a little bit shifted to one side, and we can see the movement that's coming up through here. And it's all very, very subtle. The interesting thing about the way that I work, I use very non-traditional techniques sometimes to ascertain what's happening through the body. So I like to ask questions of the body through many different means. Some means are very science-based, and some means are more, for lack of a better word, energetic or electrical or magical based, a little ethereal, a little bit more eccentric than some traditional methods. Can you go on your back face up? So we'll check your hip flexors, because you were saying to me, and she uses the language of hip flexor probably because, she knows what they are actually, so she's been taught and she knows where they are, what they are, how they feel. That's a big advantage. Let me have your arms over your head so you can communicate things. Communicate what real is going on. So she's got a contraction at the left psoas, or see her body is contracted on the left side because it's not allowing me to draw up from the center. So the end result is that One I have equal tension and she opens her palms wide, yep, and then I draw them together at the center. Then we have one where her palm is shortened just slightly on one side, where the fingered length is, and that's just a very general sort of indication that there's tension pulling on this side of her body. Now I know the complaint is on this side, but things aren't always as they seem. So what we'll do is we'll unwind your iliopsoas first, okay? So just relaxing through your jaw and then bending your knee. Good. You're gonna put your hands in any position that you're comfortable. Probably looking from this side would be great as we get into the iliopsoas. So the iliopsoas is a muscle that sits on top of the spine, but underneath the tissue, underneath the large intestine, small intestine. Relax your jaw, lengthen the base of your skull. Good. Breathe in through your nose, exhale out your mouth. So what's interesting about the iliopsoas is that there's three main divisions of it, or three sections of it. You have the lower section, where she's actually complaining about pain. You have the middle section, and you have the upper division. And at the moment, you have quite a bit of tension in your upper division, which is going to lock in on your diaphragm. It's going to restrict your breathing. It's going to cause pressure and tension up in the chest, and it'll cause tension up through the lower part of your neck and upper part of your mid-back, so the collarbones and such. So we'll have to get that from another position. Just keep breathing right now. So I'm just doing a gentle pressure, and it's not like I can physically touch the muscle, but here I'm not using a physical muscle touch. I'm using a fascial pull. So I'm connecting to the tissue via a train or network of other tissues. And then I'm using her respiration to make the correction. So I'm not aggressively pushing here, trying to massage it out of the muscle. Rather, I want you to functionally, you've got to work with me to help alleviate the tension, because we want the muscle to buy into the process. We don't want to fight. We want cooperation. Yeah, good. Relaxing your jaw again. And it's coming through now. I'm in the middle division, and there's a little bit happening here. Not as much as it was happening in the upper division, but I can feel coming up in the lower division, there's quite a bit of tension happening. Good. Which then goes into the inner groin and travels down what we call the adductors. So that's the inner muscles of the thigh, so the muscles that draw the thigh inside. Relax your jaw again. That's it. Good. Now a mouth breath in and a mouth breath out. Good. Try that again. Mouth breath in. Yeah, mouth breath out. And so we'll just move a little quicker because I'm going to have to change positions, and we'll also have to get a deeper integration. So as we get closer and closer and closer to the lower division of the psoas, there is a fascial connection or an inner web that weaves into other muscles and tissues. And so we need to actually access that inner web because it goes quite deep. And then just relaxing again and just letting it go through the body. That's the way. Good. Good. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Deep breath in. Perfect. There you go. This goes through the inner thigh muscles of the leg. There you are. And then we'll just, there we go. Good. Just relaxing, and then slowly allow the leg to fall straight. So it's the inside of what's called the ASIS, or anterior superior iliac spine, just above the inguinal ligament. And we're just waiting for the tension of the fascia to release so that we can go deeper to the next level. Good. Relaxing your inner thigh, the relationship between right leg and left leg. Thank you. And that gets us up underneath. So this is where the psoas has a network that weaves in together with a muscle called the iliacus, which is quite cool. And that lies on the inside of the pelvis. It's like it wraps the inner bowl of your pelvis. Good. Relax your jaw again. Thank you. Cool. And we're just getting a tissue response. So the tissue is responding, and it takes time. And like I said, her respiration, the inhale, the exhale, the process of her body breathing is a full body process. So her entire body is responding to the breath. And then that full body response, the further away from the breathing mechanism, the less of a response is tangibly felt, but it's still happening nonetheless. And the more that she breathes and the more time that passes, then the tissue just releases and allows me to get just that little bit deeper, which are almost at a full release here now. Excuse me. Good. Good. That's it. Cool. We'll just go here. I'm going to enter in through the side. I'm going to come in And we're going to get the upper division of the iliopsoas from an angle. So just relaxing your chest, and I'll just gently make my way into that division. Now this is pretty funny. Like in here, this is like if people are feeling anxious in their life, if you have anxiety or like that kind of tension where you feel like you have a belt across your chest. So this tension that you feel across that area is literally the diaphragm and the diaphragm's tension. Here at the upper edge of the iliopsoas, it actually integrates with your diaphragm. Relax your jaw. Yeah, there it is. That's it. Relax again, jaw. There it is. A little deep. I'm so sorry. I actually haven't touched the iliopsoas just yet, but we're about to in a second. Isn't that so much fun to think about it like that? Like, oh my God, it's already too intense. It's not that intense. It's just, a little humor helps to make things change as well. There you go, the jaw again. That's it. There's the psoas right there. You can feel the edge of it just sitting right in deep into the muscle. And we're just working the edge. And now, as long as I can stay on the boundary of the muscle, that fascia connection, that connection is super, super close. Good. Another breath. That's enough. That'll be cool. All right, well, let's check the result of that. So it's more, let me have your arms up here, and about how I feel about it. Like it's fully loosened now. I mean, she's really open. As a matter of fact, from this perspective, which we can't really compare it, but her left leg's actually lengthened, and we're doing really well. There's a little bit, my goodness, on the right side. And it's sort of just lingering, and it's something that I could do or don't necessarily have to do, but I will just give it a minute. I will just do a little bit on this side, just a general release. Just a general release. You may ask why I have my foot on the table. You know, us chiropractors, it's pretty stressful on our bodies as well. So I don't dress up in shirts and ties and suits and so on and so forth, because it's a very physical, integrative process. So always being spinefully mindful of our own practice as a chiropractor, as somebody treating and working together with another person. You've got to work on your core, your alignment, the position of your body at all times, making sure that you're well supported. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense if one person's getting fixed and the other person's breaking down, does it? Tuck your chin, lengthen the neck. Give me a mouth breath in. Okay, let's try that again. Exhale out the mouth. Just a full mouth breath in through the throat, please. Yeah, that's better. Good. Relax. Good. Good. So she's having, keep doing that again. And she's having, if we can look at the upper part of the body while she's breathing, because she's having the shoulder issue, notice how much engagement her breath is with her neck. Now, it's actually working for her in her favor now, but it gives me a hint as well to some of the things that are contributing to why she's feeling the way she's feeling, because literally every time she breathes, you're creating stress up in your neck. Let me just check it. I love that. Good. Yeah, that's super great. Okay, well, you did say you hurt yourself a little bit, and I remember when we first worked together, did I clear your injuries? Did I do a full injury clear on you? Did I take care of all your old traumas and stuff like that?
I think I was still kind of working through a tennis elbow.
Well, it doesn't sound like I did. So let's quickly check in your system for that. Okay, I just thought about that. I would have liked to start there. Let's do a little bit of muscle testing, find out what's going on. Push your leg against to the yellow wall, please. Try again. Push. Come on. Everything you got. Nothing. Okay. Let me see if it works, if it turns on. So I'm just testing her muscle to see if it's actually turning on and working. Push. And it's not necessarily turning on and working. Did I correct your ankle issues, traumas? Do you ever break any bones?
No.
No, okay. Let me just check it really quickly to see if there's something there. Push. Okay, yes, for sure. Okay, so let's do this thing called injury recall technique. So what happens with people, and I'll explain it so that you understand it so we can get through it, is that when someone gets hurt, right, it's in a complete body experience, not just isolated to the area. But if we just talk about the area, for example, on her ankle, I'd say 99.9% of my patients that I see have had ankle traumas in the past. They've had some sort of twisted ankle. And what I find is that these injuries, even if they've happened a long, long time ago when you were a young child, they tend to carry themselves over, and for a number of different reasons. So if we break your body down to explain the process to its core fundamental components that we can see at the moment, in the time that we exist, at the frequency in which we see things with the knowledge that we currently have, and we break down your cell structure and break down your electrons and protons and neutrons and just take that deeper to the quantum structure, and we talk about quantum particles, we now know that they're actually not particles at all. There's not a thing that you can tangibly touch, that they only exist as an energetic charge. So as much as we think we're something, we're nothing. It's just an energy, but an energy that's so densely connected together that it creates something tangible that we can perceive. So then this becomes us, right? And so the brain and the ankle bone, for example, the ankle joint, are essentially the same. When we break it down to those fundamental components at its quantum level, is that it's made of the same stuff. The only difference between the two is how they're structurally put together and the types of charges. But essentially, it's the same things that are making us, okay? So when we look in the body for a memory, okay, and we go, I want to remember when I, did something, and I'm thinking about it, okay? So because the brain is set up like a library for us to easily access information, so we'll go quickly to the library, get our information. It's also designed so that we can hold it for a long time. That's why, regardless of all the experiments with like psychedelics and weird, crazy drugs, it's almost near impossible, I don't know if that's a way, but yes, almost near impossible to erase a memory from somebody, to take a memory away. You have to have a significant trauma that can cause, like, say, amnesia or something like that. Because your brain is designed to hold things for a long time. But I'm gonna go on the limb and say, actually, everything's designed to hold things. It's just how well they're designed to hold them. And we know people that are very heady. I think with my head, think with my head, think with my head all the time. Then we know people who are always thinking with their heart, from the heart, from the heart, from the heart. And we know people who are in the gut. So I'm just thinking about, I've got a gut feeling, and I know in my heart. Okay, so those are the 3 points. And we use those 3, well, not everybody, but we can get better at it, as conscious thinking points. I can actually access the heart and come up with a solution from there. I can go to the gut and come up with a decision from there. Or I can go to the head and do that. Or I can use all 3 in synchronicity. By the way, my wife is extremely good at doing the heart and the gut thing. Me, sometimes not so much. So I use her as my leverage point because I can get very heady in my situation. So everyone's the same, right? So, okay, cool. So if we understand that then you hold memory there, and if everything's the same, well, then why can't you hold memory in your ankle, which you can? And here's the usefulness of this. You get an ankle injury, the cell structure changes because it's been damaged. And then so the quantum structure of it, the energetic structure of it shifts. It shifts to hold the memory of the trauma so that you stay off of it, and then you get all kinds of proprioception, pain, dysfunction, blah, 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 swelling, things happen, healing starts, new things come, old things go, and so on and so forth. But the memory's there. And the memory can last for a long time or a short period of time. And why it's useful to last for a long period of time is because if we were cave people, our bodies would need to know organically, without us consciously thinking about it, to unconsciously keep us away from areas that could be susceptible or weak due to past injuries. So what happens is we run these unconscious patterns. Okay, so here's what I mean. So in this situation, her tensor fasciae lata muscle pushing against my hand is weak. There's no grip at all. There's nothing there. Okay, push, good. It's just off. And then if I say, well, I'm going to stimulate a potential old injury, so I'm just going to pinch and turn on something that could be old, and that makes her body enter a state of fight or flight. And when you're in fight or flight, your body thinks you're being chased by a tiger, and it turns all the muscles on. So we turn them on, and then we retest the muscle. Hold, push, good, and then she's strong. Now it's there for one impulse, and then it goes back to its default state, and I say hold, and then it's off again. And we can play that game back and forth. I can check the right one, push, go, and it's on. And then again, I just play the game and then off. And sometimes the ankle injuries are so bad, just by me touching them makes them come on. So why is this important? then I'll get to correcting them, okay? So it's important because every time you put your foot on the ground, subconsciously your body's remembering these old injuries. And so in the background of your system, you're running in fight and flight all the time. So your nervous system isn't working properly, because I should be able to come in here, split the muscle in half with my fingers inside the tissue, and I should be able to turn it on, push, because that's what it's supposed to do, but it's not. It's not working. It's not following the rules. Your nervous system is literally crossed, not understanding what's going on. So we need to get rid of these memories. And it's super simple, because remember, the brain holds memories hard to get rid of. Everything else, instead of a library, it's like a doghouse. Memories just wind up in there, and they're easy to get rid of. You just throw them away, you get rid of them, and they're gone, and we can sweep them out. Now, not everyone's the same, and not every injury do we hold on to. So some injuries could be really bad injuries, and you won't hold them. You just won't. And I don't know why. And some injuries are so very small in your life, but you hold them. Some people hold every injury, like literally everyone, and some, none, or very few. So people are different, situations, circumstances are different. So we'll do a quick, scan, erase some of the stuff until we can get your nervous system to work properly, and then we're going to come back in the system. So I'll use two different buttons. Essentially, there's two buttons in the body that help us. There's a couple, but we'll use two major ones. The first one is your talus. So by pushing your talus bone in, it floods your nervous system with millions and millions of signals just by doing that. Push, and then it floods you. Now, the reason why is because when a person stands on one foot, imagine how much information has to be processed in order to be able to stand and balance and move. Millions of signals. So I'm going to say to your body, this is the conversation I like to have. I'll be like, okay, do you remember back in the days when you hurt this ankle really bad and you were really injured and you were in pain? Remember all those days? And then I go flood, 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 flood. And what that does is it overrides the managing agent inside your system and just cleanses the tissue structure, the energy of the tissue structure from the memory of the trauma. Now, people can hold really deep-rooted memories for some traumas, and it's not just a physical. Thing. They can literally hold a mental, emotional thing. So, for example, could have such a bad ankle injury that even when the person thinks about the ankle as a location in their body, it causes general overall weakness in the body. So I don't think that's the case with you, and because a lot of what you're saying is not pertinent to having to look for that stuff. But hey, let's just see where we're at. So push against my hand, push, and then I'll just try to turn that back on, and then push against my hand, push, and then it's not responding. And we want it to not respond, so that's cool. So we haven't had any broken bones, so we'll do a quick scan of some of the most famous or most popular areas that people like to get hurt. So put your hand on your forehead. So everyone hits their head, so just go like this. Yes. And then push against my hand, push. And then there's one there, so we'll correct that. And then your hand on your crown of your head, please, just on the top. Just got to touch it, push. And that one's not there. Back of your head, please. Good, push. And that one's not there. How about the right side of your head, just over the ear? No, that's the jaw, so a little higher on the skull, please. Yeah, there. Push against my hand, push. That's something there. And how about on the other side? Yeah, and then push. And that's something there. So frontal bone and both sides. The other switch I can use is the where the skull sits on top of the first bone. So the first bone's a ring and the skull sits on top of it, called the atlas. And so if you touch your forehead, yeah, it's quite effective if you're doing the connection, because this is just an electrical wire. I mean, we think of our bodies as like a physical form, right? But you truly are an electrical being. And we can call that energy, or I can just say it's electricity. And then this is completing a circuit. So she's remembering, the circuit is remembering this unconscious, whatever happened to your forehead when you whacked it, or it got dropped on your head when you were a kid or something like that, right? God knows all us parents have really messed up sometimes. Good, so just a quick rocking of the atlas and the occiput helps to flood the nervous system with information while she's making the electrical connection. And this disrupts the process, literally turns it off. And so, as cells, they come and go all the time. Let's switch hands. And just like you as a person have gotten memories passed on from your mom and your dad and your grandma, and everyone's passed memories and stuff on and on and on, cells do that too. So an old cell who's injured and has a memory of an injury, it sheds itself, but a new cell grows in its replacement, but the old one has passed on that memory. And this can continue to happen for ages and ages and ages until someone comes along and just says, hey, it's not necessary for your body to hold this anymore. We're not cave people. We're intelligent, wise, amazing beings, and we don't have to hold on to this baggage. Okay, let's test the muscle and find out if there's more. She also had tennis elbow in the past, which I helped her with. Push. So we're going to go with wrist trauma and hand trauma. Just push. Not really. And push. Good. Okay. So I'll just do some general, because in the interest of time, I will just do some general looking around based on stuff that I already know about you to see if we can find areas. Push, please, push. Just take your left hand and cuddle across the top of your shoulder just to find out if there was a shoulder trauma. Push. You ever get into a car accident or anything like that? No? Okay, cool. Put your hand at your side. Push. Let me just check the muscle again. And push. Still something happening in here in the body we don't know about. Knees, another popular spot. Push. 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 Not. Push. Yeah, something there. Push again, push. Good, push again, push. One more time, push. Try it again, push. Push. Okay, flip around on your tummy so we can move on now and move on to her lower back. Now, lower back's super popular for having the same types of issues. The sacrum, which is a triangular bone, and the iliums and the ligaments of the sacrum, the SI joints, the ligaments connecting at the base of the coccyx, the ligaments connecting the lower lumbar spine and the upper lumbar spine. Just going to get you down to a height I can work with. And let's work with it here. Just do this. Hold your foot in this position. I'm going to push this way. You push in. Ready? Push. Super strong. We're going to just do the sacrotuberous ligament first, all the way on the tip. It goes from the coccyx to the sit bone. Push. That's super strong. SI joint, the blanket that covers the SI joint on the right side. Push. That's super strong. The lower iliolumbar ligaments on the right side. Push. That's super strong. And the upper iliolumbar ligaments on the right side. Push. That's also super strong. Drop that down. Let's do the left one. Push against my hand. Push. Straight. Coccyx, sacrotuberous. Push. Okay, weak. Just relax the foot now. So there's an issue in the sacrotuberous ligament on the left side. And push. Yeah, she's off there. Okay, so we'll fix that. And let's see the SI joint blanket on the left side. Push. And that's also off there. And how about the lower lumbar spine on the left? And push. And that's on. That's okay. And then push. That's also on. So we'll just do the two. Just relax. Yeah, I'm just going to use this little switch. And we'll just do the sacrotuberous ligament. Now, the sacrotuberous ligament connects at the coccyx bone, and then it goes right to the sit bone. It's an important stabilizing ligament for the sacrum. And the coccyx is a super important area of the body that if you have traumas and things like that, I can't stress how important it is to have that area worked on and have the stress taken out of it so that your body can function properly. That's it. There it goes. Just got a reaction. That's great. And then we'll do the SI joint blanket of ligaments here. Actually, on this side, we can feel the ligaments themselves. They're in this like chronic inflammatory state. It doesn't always mean there's an injury, but I could certainly feel that there's a history of some stuff happening here. That's the way. Good. We'll just retest it just for the heck of things. Let's see how we go. Push. That's great. That's great. And then push. That's also super great. Okay, cool. So as we recall, Rachel was complaining about something in the right side of her body. Turn your head to the right side. But though we're finding things on the left side. Turn your head the left way now. Face down straight for me, please. Good. Yeah, that's it. Good. So her body just had a bit of a release, because sometimes time is what we need to process the informational changes that have occurred already through the system. So we're just looking. Yeah, so it looks like her sacrum needs a little bit of movement, a little bit of a change, and holding tension on the right SI joint here. Let's just do a little bit of a release through the glute minimus and glute medius. It might be a bit tender. Relax your jaw and just try to breathe through it. So I'm actually not rubbing the muscle. As a matter of fact, I prefer sometimes not to. I just like to hold the contact, and then I'm using her body to change the state of the tissue. And I'm working through the glute minimus at the moment, which is not the glute max, obviously. And then we're just coming into the glute medius, which is just at the top. And that is, I think, creating some feedback for you, Rachel, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. I actually just did a podcast yesterday, episode number 11, and it's about pain and transformation. And that not all pain should be put in the same pain bucket. I think all too often we have one bucket that says pain, and that's like the evil bucket in our lives. And anytime we experience pain, we throw it in the bucket. The pain of failure, the pain of rejection, the pain of physical pain. And we'll put it in the same bucket, and then that means we shouldn't have it. But sometimes, oftentimes, we should have the pain that we're experiencing because pain is causal to transformation. Just breathe. And yes, there's some pain that's not okay, right? Chronic, destructive, debilitative pain that feels like it rips the very soul from your body, that pain is not okay. But this is different. I get into here, and there's something that she knows about the pain going, oh my God, I'm glad this is getting done, but it may hurt a little. Yeah. Good. There we go. So actually her leg length as I'm alleviating tension in the glute medius and glute minimus is actually making them further and further off. She's got a 2-inch difference here in the length of her legs if I'm holding the same points here. So right short at the moment. Yeah. And if she turns her head, we don't get any changes in here, but we do have changes if we challenge her sacrum and ask the sacrum about the position that it's in, which I'm convinced that it's dropped on the side. So if I just challenge that, and we'll see what we get here. And we get a change. Oh, see, there we go. Physical challenge, PI. Okay, so when I challenge her body and I ask her pelvis, is it stuck in this position? Should I move it into this position? Then the answer I get back is, well, yes, because that balances my legs. But I'm also, because I know she hurt the ligaments on the left side of her sacrum, that tells me that the ones on the right side of the sacrum have been doing work overtime. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decompress these ligaments. I'm going to alleviate the tension that's occurring through them because they're stuck in a story of protection, likely. I don't know for sure. I could tell you this is my imagination of how I see things. Good. Relax your jaw again. Yep, the sacrum and the jaw connect up really tightly. Good. Big breath in. Now I want you to focus on the relationship of your hips onto the bed of the table, into the pads. And when you breathe, I want you to breathe into the relationship of your right leg into the pad of the table. There you go. And then that's the release. Allow it to breathe through the thigh or through the quadricep, and feel your kneecap on the right side releasing. There you go. That's it. Good. So as she moves her focus, it allows her body to release the tension that she's holding in the tissue, because it's giving her tension a pathway to get out. And out, all the way out. Focus on the ankle, right side. Yeah, big toe. Good work. Good. This is all on the outer hip, inner groin. Good. Feeling the outside of your hip, please. That's the way. Just in the front here. Nice work. That's it. Perfect. Doing amazing. Feeling the knee relaxing again, the back of the calf muscle, the Achilles tendon. Good. This is up in the belly now. So tension and patterns of tension go all through the body. And there are layers of importance where there are stages of importance. One area comes before another area. There are priorities inside the body. Just like any pathway. You know, you have to get to point A before you can skip over to point B generally. Sometimes you can skip points along a path, but all paths have points. So focus, where she's told to focus, is relevant to the pathway of tension in her body that has been placed there, whether it be by injury or on purpose for protection. Yeah, turn your head to the right. That's it. Yeah, so there's a change that's occurred through the sacrum, face down. There's sacral movement when she moves her head now. Turn left. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I'm picking up on some issues in the right side of her neck. Go back down straight. Let's see you turn right again. Let's just see if this is really there. Yeah. Okay, face down straight. You got to see how this come through here. If we can look at it through this direction, right? Look at it this way through the lower back, and then watch the glutes and the sacrum change in relation to her head change. Turn your head right. There's it, just through the glute. Okay, come back to the center, and there it moves back into another position, and then now go left. And there it goes again, go back into position. So she didn't have that movement before, that didn't exist, but her neck is calling. Her neck is like, I need some help up here. So one thing that we see automatically is that her habits put tremendous power into her upper body. She relies on this area of her body for various things in her life, right? And she teaches like body pump and stuff. Like this is like, you know, using her body as a means of creation. We all do this to a certain extent. Some of us do that by sitting at a computer, and we then become the objects of our passion, which would be then, you know, sitting at a computer or teaching classes. So she holds a lot of tension and stress through here, and I want access to her neck because I want to unravel this relationship, what's causing her to hug and block in here, and then thereby causing stress and tension to her cervicals. So what I'll do is, actually I'll decompress the shoulder quickly. You just relax, I'm gonna get my stuff here. Just sit down. Okay. Relax your jaw again, big breath in. Just focus on relaxing the front of your shoulder, please. So as I start to unwind what you're holding inside your muscles here behind the scapula, the energy of it, the tension of it has to go somewhere. So I want you to imagine that that's like an ice cube, okay? And with your breath, it's an inhale to melt it, exhale to let it go. That's it. Inhale to melt it. And then now you needed to give it a place to go. So you've got to open the door of the shoulder to let the water run down the arm. Let it come into the bicep. There you go. Open the elbow, let that come down to the elbow. Good. Then it goes through the forearm. Then the gate of the wrist has to relax. The palm, the fingers, the tension goes into the webs of the fingers. And where focus goes, energy flows. So now you're completing the energetic circuit and releasing what is being liberated, essentially. This bound energy that's stuck inside the tissue, just a big breath through the center of your chest, relax your jaw. So, okay, so as you had said earlier, I need to come in and support you from the front through your muscle. Just, I got you. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay, let it go into my hand here. That's it. Okay, right here. Yeah? Yeah, good. Yeah. This has got to come through the elbow. Good. Yeah, yeah. If you're just fighting it just a hair, which is okay, let your jaw relax more. Yeah, and now focus on the wrist and the thumb. There you go. That's it. Good. Good. Wrist and thumb still. That's it. That's it. Inner wrist, palm. There we go. And so as we're just holding these positions, your breathing is helping to open, and then your mind is helping to guide. Relax here. Let it go through the elbow. There you go. Through the arm, through the wrist, palm, fingers. That's it. And let it right out the hand. There it goes. That was it. Just going to come into the next position. I'm going to take it out of the shoulder. And you're accumulating a lot of energy in here because you rely so heavily on it, which is okay. We just got to remember that even the fastest, most amazing vehicles on the planet need work to keep them running to their optimum level. And us as humans are no different from these mechanical machines in a sense that the illusion that we're just able to keep chugging along and chugging along and chugging along without doing the work is just an illusion. That we require the work, not just because it's like we're working on you or I'm working on you, but you're experiencing this at the moment here, yeah, and you're experiencing it discharging through the arm and through the elbow and through the forearm and out the wrist and out the fingers. You can't unexperience this stuff. Like this, the sensation of it is tangibly real, yeah. And then that gets you to realize that your true potential is not just a mechanical machine, but you have actual, real, true potential. So as you're realizing your true potential, release the elbow more. There you go. That's it. And then through the wrist, let the fingers go. That's it. There it goes. And then, boom, it travels through the arm. It works through the elbow. And the jaw, right there, let it go. That's it. There you go. That's it. Just a little sticking point in the elbow space here. And then that's it. And then let the wrist unravel. Gotcha. And then through the forearm. Okay, that's it. Boy, we've got a lot of power, Rachel. A lot of power. Good. Let the palm go. That's it. There it goes. Right out. And then through the webs of the fingers and through the final, through the wrist. There you are. That's it. Got it. Nice work. Nice work. You just got it all. That's a tough one for you. This right here is the heart line linked up with the pec minor. This is that area in the front of your chest, okay? This joint here. Okay, you feeling this pain here and this lack of movement and this chronic stuff that you have is connected up, right up underneath here, pec minor. Good. Let's get the rest out through the hand. Good work. Yeah, big deal. Okay, so we're just starting to open the mid part of the back, the upper part of the back. It's widened and the mid part is dropped open, and I have an opening right there inside into her upper thoracics. It's finally melted through the throat, and her neck is gaining length just now. And as her body's reprocessing, you can see her neck even, just her neck getting longer as I just lengthen through and draw into the upper part of the dorsals. But we didn't have this access before. That's what's so amazingly cool about it. This is the throat, the Adam's apple, the trachea, the tongue connection, the voice boxes are all the things you want to say, haven't said, can't say, don't say. Good, and just relax your face. Good. All right, let's do the other side. How are you? You want the air on? You?
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so gears are changing, right? Yeah, it's a different sensation here, a different vantage point on the left.
I didn't even know that side was.
Yeah, well, yeah, things aren't always what they seem to be, right? It's kind of humorous that it's like that. That's the way. Yeah, okay, so then now open the chest and the front of the left shoulder and let it come into the bicep. That's it. Now the elbow. You see, because now you're better at it. Look how fast you are in getting it to cooperate. Good. That's it. There you go. Through the front of the shoulder, just decompressing, releasing. Nice. Liberating. Yeah, you feel the freedom in the head, the neck, the jaw all of a sudden. Great work. This is also coming through the front. You hold quite a lot in there. Lots of power in you. That's such a gift. There we are. Okay, I'm just going to support you from the chest. Okay, got it. Let drop into this hand. There you go. Good. Gotcha. Come to me here. Good. Relax your ribs, your jaw, throat. That's it. There you go. Right there. This side's quite different. Different level of hold, different level of energy, different level of constriction. Now I'll need to come up into a very fun spot in your armpit, which is so very pleasant and comfortable. I'm just going to use your shirt so I don't hurt your skin. Okay, and I'm just going to come underneath now. Okay, yeah. Let me in here. There we go. So I'm just at the ribs. We'll just take this slow because I can feel the amount of compensation that you have happening through the integration of your scapula to your rib cage. There you go. It's an important support structure. Okay, I got you right here. There it is. Just come up underneath it now and let the jaw go. Let this discharge through the elbow, the front of the elbow, and now open the palm and release it to the floor. Allow it to go down. Good. Let the arm hang now. Fully let it go. Good. There you go. A little bit of fear behind that one. That's okay. I got you, though. You're covered. Time. Sometimes you just need time, processing time, while we hold the point. Your body has to learn to adapt because you have all these adaptations already. You have pain, you have dysfunction, your body's adapted to avoid pain and dysfunction, so you've changed your patterns, your habits, what you do, how you do them. Good. Anything, even as something as so simple as washing the dishes or, picking up something heavy, you adapt and change, avoiding the things that your body knows are injured or are uncomfortable and leveraging towards the areas that are capable. And that doesn't always bring you into an integration. It kind of disintegrates you, essentially, especially if you're avoiding areas of the body because they're hurt or injured or off. Okay, so it's got to go through the elbow. You're thinking about this here. I need you to think about stuff down there. Good, the hand, the palm, let it go. Good. That's it, there you go. So as soon as you move your mind, then it all moves. That's it. I look like the deltoids with shoulder pads for how we experience the planet. We put our pads on so we can take a beating. There you go, letting the tension go from the jaw. It's our protective layer. The enforcer layer. Good, let it go. Good, nice. Here we go, just coming through now. And it's not always easy to give up those layers. That's it. That's it. Good. Now breathe through the biceps. There it goes. Here it goes. You're in motion now. All through the elbow now, into the forearm. Let the elbow release. Forearm release. Wrist release. You got to let the wrist open. It's like backed up traffic, right? You've got ahead of the traffic, you've got to create opportunities and openings for it to flow. It's one of the core principles of energy. The core principle of energy is that you can't push it. Pushing it takes more effort than actually anything else with the energy. It takes more energy than energy that's available, generally. So rather than push it, you've just got to lead it. You've got to lead it to where you want to go by creating opportunities for it to flow, because it'll always seek the path of least resistance. And it's just coming through your forearm now. Oh, this is linked up to your elbow stuff that you had in the past. How interesting. Yeah, isn't that so cool? Interesting stuff. It's just lingering inside there, inside the forearm, the relationship between the radius and the ulna. There you go now. This will get pretty amazing through the wrist now. There it goes. God, I wish you could see it the way I see it. That's it. And then the hand just discharging. There it goes through the thumb. You can even see the changes. There you go. There it goes through the fingers now. There you go. Good. So then we start to discover your true nature of what's really going on, because her 2 inches short on the leg just went to a 1/2 inch just by doing that. Just by doing that, we went from that kind of stuff to nearly level, which just is change. It just indicates a transformation, a change of tension. So the pulleys and what's pulling your body is shifted. Turn your head to the right. That's it. And at the moment, we have no reaction to that. Turn your head to the left. And yes, still none. So what was dominant in the neck before is non-existent now. And because it wasn't really there, it was just an adaptation pattern that was there. Good. And then her spine is moving. Like, I don't know if you can see or notice, but like her spine is literally moving. Watch. Down, down. Big breath for me. That's it. And then through there, and there goes the head. See that release? Awesome. So we're starting to get this natural organic movement, this wave-like movement that waves up the spine and moves through the body. So it's naturally starting to happen because the overall tension of the spine is starting to release. So cool. Which then takes us into the other side, takes us into your pelvis, and looks like we're going to start making some pretty cool adjustments. I'm going to quickly treat these ligaments, even though they're not the same as this. I think they've been hurt for a long time, so I just want to give them a little TLC and get some blood moving through them. So relaxing your left leg, and then especially the groin, yeah, and the lower back. This is quite a lot in the lower back. And now the left thigh. That's it. And the left back of the knee, and the left kneecap, and the left shin bone, and the left ankle. Good, all the way down to the left toes. Good. Just feel the leg getting longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. Good. Good, all the low back, releasing the low back, front of the thighs, front of the hips and pelvis. And as you move your focus, we're able to trace. I like to call this process retracing. So we're essentially retracing, moving backwards in time through patterns and adaptations that have gotten you to this time. And these patterns and adaptations are occurring in a full body effect. Yes, some of it's localized, but at times it can go all the way up to the face and the head. Let the leg go. That's it. Good. Feel the kneecap go. Good, that's it. There you go. That's enough there. So once we start to free the sacrum, we get a more organic movement through the body, and it releases these adaptations that are occurring within the body. And we're starting to see some shifts that her body is demanding some movements. Now we can make choices about how we want to move these parts of the body. How do we want to influence them? In the interest of time, we'll use a number of different techniques. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. So I'm getting a non-reaction from her neck, which means her layer in her neck is not necessarily what's up. It's not the priority. Face down. I'm just going to turn the air on. You let me know if you're too chilly, okay? Thanks. Okay, we're going to make an adjustment in your pelvis. Actually, I'm going to have you lay with your left side up, but I'm going to be adjusting the right sacrum, the right SI joint. So face me on your side. Bend this leg. Straighten this one. That's it. You know, whenever I work with people, when I do the injury recall technique or I do anything, I actually do take the time to kind of walk you through what we're doing, because, you know, this is not just me working on you, right? We have to work together in this. And if we don't work together, then you become this person that just gets worked on and don't take any responsibility for the condition of your body or even the health of your body. So we want that. We want your buy-in, and together we work as one. There you go, face down. First official chiropractic adjustment for the session. There was a crack. Good. And that power liberates energy through the body. It's an explosive release of energy that happens, of electricity. Yes. So we're going to actually adjust this left side, but from this side. So face me in this direction, please. So we'll do the same here. Cool. This will go a lot easier on this side because this is the open side. The other side was the closed side. So one joint being open, one joint being closed. This is the open side. So it pays to be quite gentle on the open side, okay, because it's been through a lot, whereas the closed side needs a little bit of cohesion. That's it. Face down straight, and just a gentle realignment just to get it to work. In the interest of our audience hearing really big cracks, we could have done some really big adjustments, but I think we're just going to lay off unless I have to come back to them. Turn your head to the right side. So now we're starting to get movement in the body from her neck movement. Turn your head to the left side. Yes, and that is quite a lot. So what we'll do is we'll work on the neck now. We're going to decompress the neck. So turn face up. And away we go. Going to give you a little tissue for your, have a seat real quick and just give yourself a little makeup removing wipe there to help get some stuff off your eyeballs. You know why? Because I'm married and my wife would say, I can't believe you let me have that session with stuff there. So we'll get rid of that stuff and we'll move into the adjustment some more. Okay, yeah, there you go. Here we go. Just stay there, I'll get you for you. Ready? See, you never say I don't take care of you. Yeah. Never say I wasn't thinking about you, huh? Okay, cool. Here we go. All right. And then here, pass me your hair tie. Just pass it up this way. Good, we'll just put it on the side. Good, now we'll get rid of some of the tension through here. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why you were like full on complaining about this. What an incredible contraction that you have here. Relax your jaw, please. Good. So we'll just start working to open up the connective line that is part of why it's like this. It's not causing it, but this is like this because of the way things are set up. So let's just going to connect you into that in a moment. So I just need you to turn your right palm face up. Relax your jaw again. Thank you. Lengthen the base of your skull. That's great. Good, here we go. Good, and then just let this shoulder open. That's it. Open the palm wider. Good, there goes the shoulder. So see, what's really interesting is that it was easy for you to open your shoulder like that. There was no issue. The pattern, the neuro-emotional pattern that you're experiencing in that space was causal to you having your shoulder contracted and closed. And all you really needed was someone to go, hey, can you just open that for me? And then all of a sudden, guess what? How easily it opens. And then once it's open, this starts to become available. So what we need to do is give everything a connection. We need to connect things. So I need energy in the hand and palm, so open it. Good. Then I need you to reach your hand away from your elbow. Yes. And then your elbow away from your shoulder. Good. Then just here, relax your jaw. More energy here, you're reaching it. Good. So I'm just drawing this out. And so as we start to get you to kind of draw your muscles into cooperation, also your head and your neck, so it's got to turn more. So turn this more by rotating. That's it. Keep rotating. Good. Keep rotating. Great. Jaw, big breath through the mouth now. Mouth breath in, mouth breath out. Exhale, try again. No, that's a nose breath, okay? You're avoiding. Don't avoid. That's the one we were looking for, yes. Good. Mouth breath in again. Good. There's the opening that we're looking for. Just through the arm, the shoulder, moving through the thumb, the pinky, the ring finger, middle finger, index finger. Good. Long through the elbow. There's that. And that's all moving through there. And then lengthening away. Good. Yeah, and the head needs to turn left. That's 100% correct. That's it. And then this is just going to stretch and then rotate back to the center. And then the jaw has to stretch open, so just stretch your jaw quickly. That's enough. There you go. Good. Stretch the arm a little bit more again. Good. Big breath in the mouth. Mouth breath in. Yeah, that's the nose out. Mouth breath in again. That's the one. There you go. So that's unwinding the rest of the shoulder. There it goes out through the wrist. No, that's a nose breath. That just means you're avoiding. Let the shoulder open from the armpit. There you go. Great. There it is. That's enough. Good. Okay.
Where does that come from? Why was that like that?
Where does it come from? Why was that like that? Yeah. Because there's a part of you that's holding it still. Like you're still doing it now. Ready? Ready? Just let this roll open. You see, there's a part of you that's drawing it back to that place because there are neuro-emotional reason why you're protecting it. Now, why you're protecting it, I don't know. Some people protect it because of emotional things. Some people protect it because when they were 5 years old, someone did X, Y, Z, told them X, Y, Z in their head. Some people protect it because they've been using the arm like crazy and it's hurt. And it's like an injured wing of a bird. And they're just protecting it like an apprehension, just holding it there. I don't have the why for you. I just have this is happening for you. Like I have that. And when I'm working with you, I come up with my own stories that I have in my head, but I can't tell you that those are real. I can only say, hey, I have this story. Is it real or not? I don't know. Let your jaw unwind a little bit. Good. So we're just getting into the lower part of the neck now. That's it. And the jaw. Yeah. And just let the throat go. That's it. That's it. There you go. There goes the neck getting longer. Well done. Good. Yes, I'm going to come here now. Jaw. Yes. Mouth breath only in. Mouth. No, that's the nose. Mouth. No, that's the nose again. Mouth. That's nose and mouth. Let's say stay slow in the mouth. Go. Now, why we use the different levels of different types of respiration is because they impact and affect the body differently. But when you breathe through your mouth, you're using different muscles or respiratory muscles than when you breathe through your nose. You think different ways, your mind moves differently, the air moves through different parts of the body differently. It affects you as a human differently. Good. Just keep with the mouth breath through the mouth. Yeah, and in yoga we do this thing called the Ujjayi breath, right, which is through the back of the throat. Do that very slowly. That's the nose breath again. Yeah, coming back in. Now let's go mouth, back of it. See if you can just open the jaw just a little bit. And like this. Yeah. See, the deep breath, that's a deep structure. So at the moment now, my thumb might be here, but my thumb is impacting stuff that's deep inside your current body, deep in the chest. Current body as opposed to your other body that you're in, the energy body, the emotional body, the spiritual body. Turn your right palm open. Stay in that breath. There you are in the zone now. Let it go. Lengthen the right arm away from you. Just find the position that you know in your mind that the arm has to get into for you to release what you're holding on to here. And just move the arm into that position. Don't be shy about moving it. There's no wrong position at this stage. Just the position that you feel. Can you turn the palm on, the fingers on the right side? Jaw breath, yeah, mouth breath still. There you go. Good. Okay, yep. And then I'm feeling you here. Keep it going, and then lengthen it this way again. The head's got to turn slightly to the left again. Tuck your chin, lengthen the base of your skull. There it goes. A big movement through the neck now. The chin's got to come down and in. Lengthen the base of the head. Yeah, down and again. So don't run from it. Move towards it. Good. Right there. Just hold. I'll be here with you for a second. Yeah, see, then you went back to the nose to protect. Then go back to the mouth again and tuck your chin deep in. I know it's hard. I know where we are, and you're like thinking, I don't want to expose that, but I do. You do, because hanging on to it is more painful than releasing it. Yes, and that's just the edge of it, right? If you could just move deeper towards it, like tuck into it, there, that's it. That's the space right there. That's it. Good. You did it. Hold that right there. Good. Yes. So now you've opened it and it's vulnerable, and then just move a little towards it, into it. Tuck into it. Yes, there. And then slightly move your head just like this, like you're trying to work it out. Yes. Tucking your chin, saying yes. Moving your head left and right, saying no, in little tiny spiral patterns. Beautiful. You've got it. See, you feel yourself working through it. Now don't be afraid to work through it. Go past the fear and work into the tissue. That's it. And take your attention into the palm now for a second. Turn it on. Good. That's it. Work deeper into the pattern. Yeah, just keep moving it. Just go gently. That's it. A little bit more back and forth, up and down. Yeah, spiral around. Good. This one's connected right into the face. Good. So if you can feel it through your face and you want to stretch your jaw open to kind of get rid of it for a second. Get wide, I know, like crazy. That's enough. Yeah, there it goes. That's it. Beautiful. That is it. You made it through that. Stay there. This is the stuff. There's not as much pain per se physically here, but that, yeah, see, that being that open is not so easy. Yeah, and then now just gently working through tucking the chin deep into that chair like that, and then just deeper down into it. Yes. Push into this finger right there. Push your neck into it, this finger right here. Yes. You can use the nose breath here now. Yeah. Tuck again. Yeah. The nose breath now serves us because we're working in very high structures at the skull. We're working in deep patterns of fascia and integrations that, wow, your upper neck just moved position. Yeah, in through the jaw, the web of connectivity through the jaw, the face, the frontal bones of the cranium, the face bones, the inner bones of the zygoma. Good. Here, just stretching the jaw again, opening just wide. Yeah, a little wider, just through the face. A little bit wider again, just a little bit more. Go. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, go wide. That's it. There. That's it. Good. There. Now your mind, it's like milking your brain stem in here. Like, yeah. And thoughts and your brain focus and yes, this is like, it's right into the brain. Yeah, and that little movement that you just did, can you just do some more of that? Like really work into that to unwind your skull. It's right down in here. Check this out, down in the base. Yeah, just in the base of the head. Just deep into the cranium. Look at that. Yes, while she just works the neck out. Yes, in the mastoid. There goes the jaw again. Yes, that's it. And the mastoid release. Yeah, and then just the chin in again. Good. Yes. Nice. Fantastic. And that's just through the line of the occiput. Wow. That comes to here, there. Yes. And then here, there again. There you go. That's enough. Okay, just give you a minute to process that, okay? Good. Yeah, and then all that that inner shaking that you feel, that's just energy moving through the body. Just embrace it moving through the body. It's like you've liberated all this electrical energy, this electrical potential, and it's causing your body to like literally, shake, 100%. So that shaking is just the liberation of energy. You're just feeling energy shaking your body. I could ask you to just expand the energy into your chest. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I could ask you to open your arms, palms wide, and breathe into your chest. Mouth breath in. Yeah, and then so now take the shaking energy and breathe that into the center of your chest. Mouth breath in. Yes. That's 100% it. Yeah. And see, because the heart area can do everything with it. Mouth, that's it. Mouth breath in. Good. It's when that energy's in your head, that's when you go a bit cuckoo, crazy, weird. That's the one. That's what we're talking about. Good. Now the body's processing it. Keep filling up with that energy. Mouth breath in and out. There you go. Good. Mouth breath in. Mouth. That's it. Good. I'm just going to adjust your neck. Mouth breath in. Mouth into the heart. Heart. Mouth breath out. I'm not going to do it until you mouth breath out. That's it. Do it again. So I'm going to do it with your breath. Go. Mouth breath in. There you go. That's the one. Good. That's it. We'll just go here for now. It's great. Just let that process through the system. And then just notice the pattern. Release the shoulder again. Once again, let the shoulder open. There you go. Let the shoulder go again. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you're stuck in the upper part of your back as well. I think that's still why you're experiencing that up there. We got to work on the other side still, so the other side's quite different. It's a different stuff here. We're going to go right there. We'll start at the base of the skull, at the posterior portion of the first cervical vertebra and the second cervical vertebra. Each of them just moved, by the way, just now under my fingertips. Did you feel them kind of shift? There we go. That's it. We're at C3 at the moment, which is really tough to kind of get to, if at all. And this is through the jaw again, throat again. So all this is coming through here, through here, through here, through here, through here. Yeah, that's it. And you can tuck into it. Yeah, that's it. There, right there. There's the exposed space. Just hold that and then go. Yeah. Jaw down. That's it. Mouth breath in here, through here. That's it. There you go. There you go. Look, it's just all happening through. That's it. The neck, jaw, throat, tuck in. Good. Let that go. Right there. Yeah. Through the shoulder. This one's also through the shoulder. A lot happening. Activate the left palm a little bit, just a little bit. I want to see what's happening there. Good. Activate the right palm just a little bit where it is. That's it. Jaw down and in. Good. Back and forth a little. That's the way. Down and in. Good. Yes. It's like we're in there, right? And it's like sort of a pause where there's not much momentum in any direction. It's just sort of, we're open in there, and you feel like, you know what I feel like? The Matrix, when they had that thing in the back of someone's neck and they would plug them into the Matrix. This is sort of, I mean, that was the back of the head, was it? Was that the back of the head? This is sort of like that right now, because in this mid-cervical range, we're literally plugged into this system. And she's in a point of stasis, jaw. And then that's going to happen until it's not happening anymore, which may be soon. Until it frees enough energy up that it mobilizes through the system. There it goes. And so too, like while this is happening, like we're having a chat and a conversation and Rachel's listening, but you've got to understand she's the experiencer and the observer at the same time. So as she's experiencing and observing herself experience and then listening to this entire process, it's quite a deep educational sort of permanently shifting experience. Jaw. There. That's it. So now, see, we're not getting a massive amount of momentum, but what's happening is it's like baby steps. It's like one segment down, the next segment down. We're about a segment lower than we were before. Good. It's all happening through the episternal notch, through the top of the clavicle joint. Mouth breath in, mouth breath in. There it goes. Now we're at C6. So we started at C3. 3 segments down. There it goes. And this seems to be the magic segment here for you. This is the one where you're stuck in transition, aren't you? Yeah, C6, C7, these are transitional segments, but she's literally stuck in transition. Like the transition from one curve to the other curve, it's also the transitions that she's experiencing, whether outside of, you know, her physical body. Good. Through the shoulders, the palm, nice, nice, nice. Because now she's got it. Like, so there's an element of her staying on both, and she's open. And now integrating. Good. Mouth breath in. That's it. Good. And then adjustment here, jaw. That's it. There we are. There's more. Ooh, there's more. I know, it's so cool, isn't it? Jaw. This is just another level of it. It's very gentle, by the way. It's very easy. It's not a big deal, but you're so open at the moment, right in this segment. We just want to capitalize on the opportunity while we're in momentum. Just give it a little bump. That's it. Just a little bit more bump. It's not going to crack, don't worry. Yeah, that's it. Yes. The rest of this is coming through the upper part of your back. I'll let you process with that for a second. Everything happens in a step-by-step manner, right? We follow the body's desire and pattern. It's already happening in the body. The thing is can we plug into what's currently going on? And sometimes we can just cut in line. We can cut in line of certain areas, cut in the front of a line, adjust and do things very, very quickly without, you know, truly following the step-by-step process. And sometimes, if you don't follow the step-by-step process, you don't get the best results that you could have. And long-term results, like these changes that we make here today, these put a definitive stamp in the timeline of life that says from this point forward, things are going to be different, right? Because not only does she get the experience of it all, to feel it, especially in this example, she gets to almost intellectualize it at the same time as well. When you can combine wisdom with experience, you're changed forever. Changed forever. That's the whole point of, let's say, programs like RQU, Release the Quantum You, to combine the wisdom, right, with the experience. Anybody can be book smart, right? There we go. Good. Good. Okay, cool. Well, let's go and flip over onto our tummies. One tummy. You have one tummy. Flip over to your one tummy. There you are. Move down. Like night and day. Look at the whole spine lift when she did that. The whole spine lifted up. It's like this entire perspective from back here when we can see the whole body just move, like everything is just flat, open, engaged. Deep breath. Look how open the neck is now from the shoulders. Nice. Yeah, and through the hands, you can feel it. Yeah. She can feel it through her hands. It's great. Yes.
It's so weird.
It feels weird, you said?
It's weird.
Yeah. It's just you doing you. It's just you doing you. I'm going to help you here, okay? Just going to take you through the front throat. Let the throat unwind. Let it go. That's it, girl. Come on. There you go. Yeah, and then exhale it out. Nice, yeah, because there's a giant release of energy into the system. And when you're in a state that she is in at the moment, where she's deeply connected to the flow of energy moving through her system, and then you release something like that, that's like a kind of like a sensation that moves through the body. Whereas if you're not that connected and you just like randomly lay on the table and get adjusted, but you're not that deeply aware of what's going through the body, you don't feel it like that. There you go, there. Here, just gonna adjust this for you now, Rachel, right here. It's a twist through the chest, let the belly open and just relax, exhale all the air out, all the air out, all the air out. Okay, we'll come back to that. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Because look at, this is amazing. Like, can you see it looking from here, looking from my angle down here, down the body? Like, I don't know if we could take person. Maybe you need to have such a different type of brain to see the shift in the body. But wow, it's amazing. I want that. I want to get this for you. I want that for you. I think your body really wants it. I'm going to liberate some energy through your lumbars here. Here we go. Ah, that was you, not me. Here we go. There we go. Just going to do that again here. That's enough. We'll go a little higher. Last one. Ah. Good. Yes, yes. Now we're talking. By the way, heels are fully like 100% beautiful. Everything's moving. Everything's grooving. What I'm sensing here now is, I want to give you that adjustment, and I want you to enjoy the integration of it all. Yeah, okay, that's where we'll go then. Okay, good, because you see she's feeling it. Go deep, 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 deep. Yes, lengthen the base of your skull. There, hold that and breathe through the mouth. Yeah, keep it long, long. Good. Now watch, we're going to add energy into the system by just drawing the tailbone open. Draw the tailbone open. Breathe the tailbone up, a little higher up. Make a bigger curve in the lower back, just like that. Hold it here, ready, 1, 2, 3, there, hold it there. Good, lengthen, that's it. Good, through the chest, good, arms, arms, arms here, just like this. Wide, go ahead, the other one too. Wide palms, good. Breathe through your chest, please. Mouth breath, please. Good, just lift your tailbone a little higher, there, that's it. Not mouth breath, please. Open the palms wide. There, that's it. So then we're getting now her to move her sacrum in such a way that her lumbar spine becomes active. The muscles are now strong on either side, which are creating the curve, but more importantly, taking all the energy moving up, and her hands and fingers are going to be on fire with electricity as she's moving through, as she's liberating. Like, think of this as like a nuclear power plant, right? And now it's all going out her hands and out her fingers. You must have like fire shooting out of your fingers. Just, yeah, okay, cool. Then we're just going to take it and lift your chest just a little bit up and look forward just a little bit and breathe into your heart so that you feel the fire in the heart. Now go. 5 or so breaths like that. So you're breathing into the chest. Good, you can peel the chin up a little higher. Good, so she's engaging, like the raw material of her spine is starting to come online. This is the supportive structure. This is the kind of things that we have to train into our system to have a healthy spine. The strength and power that's flowing through. But more importantly, what she was harboring here is being distributed through the body evenly. And the heart, using the heart as the distribution hub. Breathe into the chest, a few more. Wider fingers, mouth breath. Give me 3 to 5 massive mouth breaths. Good. All the way ujjayi from the deep of the throat. Don't let the teeth or the tongue get in the way. Don't let the lips get in the way. Go. Yeah, now. 2 more just like that. Yeah, that's it. Good. Last one just like that. Good. And then exhale, you can relax the body. Good. This goes here, 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 here. Good. Link your thumbs up, please. Link them. Lengthen your arms. Good. Yes, feel the stretch through the system. Lift the tail again. Open the low back, breathe in through there, and there it goes. Yep, all the way through the spine. When you breathe it, feel it go all the way through, Rachel. Yeah, that's it exactly. Like now, so when you breathe, your whole spine lengthens top to tail. That's it exactly, 100%. You're on it, yep. That breath is going to work for me now. That's okay. I'll work the nose breath and work the mouth breath later. Good. 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 Now your hands in chaturanga position. Draw in. Yeah. There, there, there. Good. Tailbone a little bit more low back focus. There's your powerhouse. Good, nice. That's it. And it's important why to engage your sacrum, because remember, you had one side of your joint was injured and open, and the other side was contracted and closed. And so because we've unlocked the closed side and we've woven together the open side, now with your tailbone up and through your breathing and the engagement of your paraspinal muscles, you are now synchronizing the sacrum to its natural center place of equilibrium. You are now in homeostasis, and your body is now just all the energy is moving through. As you feel necessary, you can use the push of the hands so that you can breathe more of what you're feeling here into the center of your chest and bring your chest up. So yeah, you know the postures. It's like cobra. Then the cobra naturally could lead you to up face dog, and you only follow the posture as you gain access into the chest. So the more the chest gets energy, the more you engage into the posture and you fill the posture up. Okay, and you go higher and higher into it. The more you breathe into your chest, the higher you can go into the position. The more you can breathe into your chest, the higher you can go into the position. That's it. That's it, just like that. Good. That's it. Good. Good. Bring the head back. Open up the throat now so you can feel the stretch through the center of the chest. That's the way. Good. Come on up a little more. Good. Feel it through the body. Good. Now hold the position. Listen very carefully. You're going to do 3 inhale exhales. It's going to come through the mouth and through the chest. But when you breathe in, you're going to move and your arms are going to go out, all the way out to the side, and stay in this position. 3, 2, 1, inhale. Arms all the way out and out the mouth. Good. In the mouth, open the palms wide. That's the nose. Exhale out the mouth. In the mouth. Yeah, out the mouth. Good. Last two. Good. Make this the last one. Good. Now slowly lower down and release the body and come into a position. Just lengthen the base of your skull. Feel the tailbone, feel the lower lumbar spine. Look, you gotta see how her spine has changed. You gotta appreciate how flat the thoracics have become. You've gotta look at the softness of the upper back, and I mean, she still has her shape, right? That hasn't changed, but the intensity has transformed completely. Good. And if we watch very carefully, and then watch. There. I'm just going to get her spine synchronizing. There. So lengthen the base of your skull. That's it. There. Breathe now. Keep it long. Here, 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 here. Good. Do it again. So now we're looking at the wave that comes through the body. It's just so subtly happening at the moment right now. It's just very clear, very subtle. Boom, 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 boom. It's part of your respiration mechanism. How else do you think your brain gets nutrients? Like this is an amazing, like just the natural organic nature of the wave that travels through the spine like that. It's what we call the sacral cranial pump, the cranial sacral pump, where The sacrum's moving cerebral spinal fluid as part of the pumping mechanism up into the brain. And as she breathes, her head expands and contracts, and then just pumping cerebral spinal fluid up and down the spine. In the yoga world, they call this activity the Kundalini Shakti energy rising. The Chinese call it Qi. It can be called prana, the Japanese ki. This is the life force, this is energy moving through the central channel. In science, it's electricity. You can plug something in and it will turn a light bulb on, literally. Nice. Great integration. Great integration. Great integration. Well, I think we're going to coming towards the end of your session. What I would like to do are two different things. I would like to just open the rest of this for you, okay? And the second thing I would like to do is I want to just structurally neutralize your shoulders. So to get your shoulders back on structurally, from a structural perspective, not just you doing the work, I want to give you a little assistance. So I'll have you turn onto your back and we'll do these last two things before we call it quits for today. Now mind you, it's not the end of the road, right? Like how long does it take to get like this? Well, I can assure you it doesn't usually take that long to get unlike this. This is the cool thing. So I just come a little bit more to me like this way. Great. Okay, and then this arm goes here, and then this one goes here. I'm just going to give you a giant cuddle. Just inhale, come up. Okay, and I got you. Exhale, rock it out. Breathe out. In. And then out. In. And then this will be the last one for you right here. Just let it go. Let your jaw go. Jaw. There it is. That's it. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Yeah, shake it out. We're just going to do the shoulder. Let's just check it. Oh, look how nice. She's let that go now. You're not contracting that anymore. So she's not holding it in anymore, which is just great. Let's go. Let's take a look at the strength of it. Hold strong and push straight back. Push back, go backwards. You go that way. Okay, a little weak. Any pain? No pain. Okay, just weak. Push against my hand, push, go. A little weak. Push down into my hand this way, push, go. No, into this karate chop, yeah. And then push to the wall, push. That's good, that's super good. Just two directions, simple stuff. Let me see what this one's doing. Okay, push straight back. Yep. That's strong. Push to me, push. Go, to me. No, other me. Yep, that's it, good. Okay, I'll just adjust this really quickly. It's a little bit of pressure, but no cracking. Just turn your head to the left. First we'll do the clavicle, the sternoclavicular joint. It just needs a little attention here, and the subclavius muscle here. So this technique, actually I'll use your shirt. I need a little traction. This technique is called DNFT, directional non-force technique. Now, I am butchering it a little bit. That was awesome. Amazing. It shot through your whole body, huh? Yes. That's good. That was great. Okay. And then we'll just quickly check the stabilizer so your head in neutral position. Let your elbow relax. I'm just going to borrow your shirt. Oh, you okay? Yeah. I should warn you. The tickle. Okay. Better laugh than scream. Breathe with me. Good. No special breathing here. I'm just using the mechanical movement of your body to help me. That's it. Now tuck the chin, lengthen the base of the skull. Give me a massive breath in the mouth, out the mouth. Okay, as I said that, we need to. Yes, that's the way. Right on the rib cage. We're at the rib cage where the latissimus dorsi crosses over the top of. There we go. And then one small little adjustment of this neck. Let it go. I got it. Yeah, sweet. And let the chest go. Good. That's it. And then you let your shoulder go. Let your jaw relax. There it is. Let it go. Good. 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 Maybe just a far view for me, okay? Yeah, step away a little bit. Give her some space. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Hold strong. Push backwards now. Push back, go. Oh, how awesome was that, huh? Push to me. Yeah, a lot better. Oh, my goodness. I can't even beat you. Okay. Come on, little lady. You're up. Amazing process. And, well, thanks so much for that. That was really cool. A lot of
It
good
was really
things.
cool.
Yeah, a lot of good things happening through your body. So just knowing like you had some power over getting rid of some of the crap that was in your neck, yeah? And that you naturally found the movement to help liberate it. You felt it moving through the jaw, the face, you felt it going through the arms. So you know that it's more connected now than it was. Like it's not necessarily happening to you. It's like I have this here, but it's meaningful in a way. So not always just getting it fixed. Sometimes it's the exploration of not necessarily the why, but what. Like not necessarily don't need to know the reasons, you know, you don't have to know why it was all put there. Just know what is it and then how is it integrating and not integrating, how much you were holding in that area. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
I feel like you've taken me out of my body and put me into a new one.
New body.
I'm still tingling all over.
Yeah, and that's just liberation of the energy or electricity, right? That's been like harbored in the areas of your body, like a battery, and then all of a sudden just coming in and then releasing it. And it's like, oh my God, it's like taking somebody for the first time and then teaching them how to breathe and making them do 10 deep breaths for the first time. Yeah. Inevitably, you know what they always say? You know what they always say? They always say, I'm so dizzy. I'm like, yeah, that's called oxygenation. That's called oxygenation flowing to your brain, you know, like all that information. So now you've just liberated a lot of stuff that you were hanging on to. So here's instructions for today. Like today is quite deep, even though I don't say like we really didn't go super deep, but we did go deep in a way that you are unwound in a way that it would not be a good idea to go out and do push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would not be a good idea to go paint your house at the moment, yeah? Here, you use this opportunity now to just integrate and decompress, go have a long bath and just relax and do relaxing things and let that just flow through your body. And literally from these deep sessions like this, you'll see changes almost daily now for the next week. This, like I said earlier, it's like a permanent stamp in place. And we need to just connect and maybe connect for a short visit just to double check that you're doing what you need to be doing and that you're still moving in the right direction, because anybody can go back doing the old stuff to get back the old stuff, right? So even though we put that definitive landmark stamp in space and said, okay, from this point forward, we're not going to go back. If you choose the old way, you'll get the old way, right? So, but this is like massive, big gorilla pushing you forward, okay? So yeah, this is going to be good.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, everyone. Okay, until next time. See ya. Bye.